Alright guys, today's the day. I got Random Booster Volume 29. Kerbeus, the newest thing out of Beyblade Burst Ultimate. And it's my first Beyblade Burst Ultimate Beyblade ever when it comes down to the new line. I didn't start with Divine Belial, but I am, and it's on its way. Don't worry, I have it, but it's on its way. As you can see, we got the new Kerbeus, which is Kerbeus, with the accomplices of Dynamite Kerbeus, the Chain Ragnarok, Roar Spriggan, and Cyclone Valkyrie. Second prize is Drigger V2, which I'm also happy about. Yay, a Drigger. It's my favorite one. I got my old one right here. This is Drigger V2, the original one. It does have everything with it. So we're going to be discussing on that as well. As you can see, I bought all 6 of them because they're all here. Isn't that amazing? I have them all. We're going to do the final prize ones, discussing those afterwards. But first, let's go with this one. Let's look at Cyclone Ragnarok. Not Cyclone Ragnarok, but we got the Cyclone Wheel and Valkyrie too. So, what's the new pieces out of here? So we can see, we got, High Eternal. This is an interesting part, because this is a very good part. And now it's in High Driver mode. A mode that is way good because you can make it as a tall driver now, which is impressive. And this is one of the top tier stamina pieces out there. Competitive is the never's competitive than Eternal. They're both on the same level as each other. Eternal came from Hercules, and I also right now I have it on Air Knight. Hercules being the better stamina type than this one, but we're getting this guy in Dynamite Battle format. He's your next and your last random booster, which is weird, but it's still fine. For its parts, we got the Giga Disc. We discussed it. That was pretty much discussed about. Coming with Cyclone Ragnarok. We got the 3 armor, which surprisingly with this stickers, when it came down to it, there are no armor stickers within this random booster. So that is pretty fine. All that matters is the sticker on the blade piece and the chip. We will not do high mode in this video, but in the next one of the other future videos, we'll be doing that. So we all know the gimmick of its air out, it's the wings, stamina wings. In high mode it locks up, and in low mode it freezes. It does it freely. Alright, next bay. I just have to put it together. We are going to test these out, don't worry, we will. Alright, here we have Roar Spriggan. This time in gold. We got out of this, we'll be taking it apart, we got Kick. This is interesting because we never got a kick driver out of any other random booster other than Vanished Fafnir himself. So that was the only way you could have gotten a kick driver from him. So this is your other way too. And I'm glad it's being utilized. Next piece. The new piece is called Fortress. Look at it. It's 31 grams. When I looked at other videos, that's an amazing weight. It clearly is. Armor is 2, not that special. No stickers on it because no armor stickers need stickers. This Spriggan can do left and right, but in this format it's left. So we're going to be using it with the left one. Basically the left launcher. But I guess this is the only left spin out of this whole set. Next one is Dynamite Kerbeus. We're going to look at the new chip. This one came with an orange moment, which is surprising. It should have been purple. What could you do about it? Put that right there. We got the Legacy disc. I know it's not top tier out of some of the pieces, but it's fine. The armor is 3. This is our third 3. Not the second. It's second. I had to rebound on some stuff, but this is your other opportunity to get a Kerbeus if you didn't get the main prize. Well, I'll be discussing this one in a bit. This is one of the small non-rimmed dynamite cores I have or it ever made. Let's compare this to another Beyblade. Let me get another Ultimate Valkyrie. I'll give you a few sets. Actually, this is a 9. My mistake. This is a 9. It's a not lightly colored one, so if you want to replace a black one, that was from this Ultimate Valkyrie, you could swap it out and just make it like a normal Valkyrie. This one has bumps on it. This is more rounded than bumped right there. A lot more smoother. It's like it's kind of like Ifrit. Think of it as that way. It's one of the easier comparisons to compare it to. So that is that. I'm gonna put this back together. And yeah, this also, I know you can't see it that well. It has rubber. We got another competitor rubber one, which is great. It's your Bahamut. Why am I comparing this to it? They're the same thing. This one's for left, this is for right. So you'll finally have a right spin that could have both rubber stoppers on it. This is good. Alright, moving on. We got Chain Ragnarok. Very interesting one, but the parts are underwhelming slightly. It's just the driver that is underwhelming to me. Let's go. Take it apart. We got Tapered. This one's a 4-star. That's a heavier one. We got Excel Dash. Why Excel Dash? I don't know. This is your second to the last final random booster, and you go give us this? Not my favorite one in my opinion. The other driver is better than Excel. The armor we got 10, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool in my opinion, because if I wanted to have, if it to be competitive, I would want to have it, then I would give it a 10. And let me clip this. This is a good example right now. Jane, it's your tact from GT. Come to reality when it comes to it's. You can have these spring. No, they used to be rubber, rumored wise, but it is not. It's plastic. With the rimming here, this has Ragnarok has pointed. When you clip it on, it stays there. Even when you put it on the high mode. Let me get this. Like that, it's going to lock up these spikes here to make it more protective and stuff. That's pretty interesting. Kind of like it. That's what the gimmick is for Chain. It's just your next tact. Which tact is pretty interesting of a layer itself. Kind of like it. Let me put it back. We gotta do the final 2 out of the set. Next up, we got to do the prize, Kerbeus itself. We got the Fortress. We discussed about Fortress, it being heavy. This one's a 3-star, which is pretty impressive. Has the 6 armor. We never got the 6 armor since Ragnarok, so it's pretty good on that end. Both rubber stoppers. 2 on the side, 1 in the center. It's good to go. And it does flop. It does shake freely because this is a rounded core. With Chain Ragnarok, it sticks out more. The only new part for this one, every single part of this is new except for the 6 armor. Your dash, it's pretty cool, but it scrapes. Doesn't do that much well on competitively, but it's a dash driver. You haven't had a defense driver prime since Keep Dash. So that's pretty cool. Last but not least, here we go. Trigger V2. Look at this. It matches it so perfectly. I know one's inverted, this one's the right way. First, original. It's true it didn't have the over disc on it, but it did have the detail of the... Look at the driver. We got Wedge Dash. Finally, Wedge having a dash driver. We could make Crash Ragnarok so much better. I got a white one here. It makes it slightly tighter, which is fine. It won't do anything though. The detail is spot on. Can't believe it. It's spot on. We got the over disc, which is the heaviest one out of Giga and Fortress. We got that, which is pretty neat. Layers, we could take the layer off. This is Dynamite Battle accessible with this plate on it, as like so. With this one, you could put an original disc on it. Take 11 reach. Fit it on. There we go. It's accessible. Pretty cool with the Trigger V2. And Trigger's my favorite Beyblade out of the originals. Very cool. This is part 1 of this review because I discussed every single aspect of these bays. See you in the second part.